Hello, hello again. Fresh my laptop side. Sure I'm in the chat with you. Welcome back to my rusty chains shack, where we left off. And thank you guys so much for bearing with me for another episode. I am not ready to stop playing. Especially not with all of our friends in danger. I need to see Casey's sweet chiseled face before I'll be able to sleep tonight. Before I'll be able to ape tonight. Alright. Sun's going down. Sun's getting real low. I probably have this whole forest area near Valhalla to explore for cult stashes, etc. now. Where are we, actually? Near town, in the bunker woods, we have stashes marked on the map, easy to find. And the Valhalla nursing home is right nearby. There's another ranger station, sure to be riddled with delicious nursery rhymes. So this kind of feels like the easy first stop. Let's try to back up, find that path off to the right, and head that way. Now that I'm facing this way, it's going to be off to the left. But we'll find it. Or we'll just get lost in the woods forever. Also a pretty strong possibility. Have I gone right past it now? Oh yeah, I've gone way, way too far back. Fine, sorry, I got excited. Cross the bridge and then it will be on the right. One day, one distant day, I will learn how to read maps. And then I'm sure everything will be a whole lot easier for me. But it is not this day. There's also the question of lunch boxes and manuscript pages. Just because I have the cult stashes on the map doesn't mean I shouldn't be looking around. Self-reminder. Alright, should be right behind me now. But not in my mind palace.
Another locked box.
What do we got? Thank you! The cult of the tree sees everything. 308. Must be for a weapon I don't have yet. And definitely don't have inventory space for. Oh well. Hi, where do I put these quarters to restart the stream? Like a jukebox. This one might run off nickels, but they have to be very special nickels. There's a singular quality about the nickels that I require. I don't require a singular quantity of nickels. As many as you can spare will be fine. And as for where to put them, well, I don't know if it's appropriate to say in this public setting. Thank you for asking, but a little inappropriate. Where could that possibly mean? No! Alright, we have a ritual there. And a different kind of ritual here, it seems. We got a biplane, we got a little boat with eyes. Googly eye boat. Google boat. We got wheelie dog. And the strangely shaped soccer ball that the more I look at it reminds me more and more of Polaris.
Another rhyme.
It's like a Fisher-Price ritual circle back here. What do we got? Mother, may I go outside? May I run and play? I say to you, my daughter dear, go outside and play, but only in the light of day, and only round the trees so grown. Never near the lake, my child, and never may you drone. Grown. Round the trees so grown. Okay, so obviously we need to put a child doll in the lake. We're all on the same page? That's how we solve this? The more I think about it, am I enacting the rituals? Like they've been working on these, and I kind of figured that the situation was the realities we go to where things are slightly different, and the charm has appeared are just like following in control the Federal Bureau of Control's footsteps. And that anything that may have happened, like the door getting broken down and I guess certain people getting ravished by a bear, aren't my fault. But were just me following the Federal Bureau. But is it me doing it for the first time? If the FBC never actually got them to work, I'm responsible for the bear ravishing and the children's drownings? Is that what I'm to understand? I don't want to be responsible for you know what. Child in the woods. Go play. And then never send your bear to the boat. Only in the light of day and only round the trees so grown. Never near the lake. It's like, I want her to follow the rules. I want her to respect her mother. And never go near the lake. But it doesn't really seem to have a second subject here. So child drowning is the only way to go. Please don't work. Whew. So it must need a second doll. And it must be mother in the house. Mother in the house. And then follow your mother's wishes. Near the trees so grown.
Sure.
That gave me what? I wonder. And I could find that out if I wasn't actively obstructing the game with my constant need for water and juice. What do we got here? The child is so safe. In the woods, right? Got goop. And the goop, it leads us towards Mr. Moose and his friend Barrington. Barrington gets a little chilly round the neck, you see, so he wears a tasteful scarf. So many children's toys in the woods. It's beginning to creep me out. You're beginning to creep me out. Kinda looks like they want to lead me down into this small ravine. But my inventory, you see, is desperately full. Shh.
Oh, shit.
Always trust you. No, I will always trust you. Please stop scratching me. Drop some of these off in the shoebox. Alright. I will, I'm sure, need whatever kind of ammo this is. Rifle. I love a good rifle. Should I drop the first aid kit for now? I say, as I've actively been slashed across the back by wolf talons. Maybe I should just use the first aid kit. but, it's 2 slots. It's a big one. It's a big boy. I don't have time for that. Let's also drop a flare. And I'll keep the rifle ammo just in case we stumble across it. Use a trauma pad. And we're good. Alright, Wolf, I'm trusting you. Don't make me regret this. I regret it already. Probably shouldn't be going this way. I should be racing. Just gonna keep making this difficult for us, aren't you? Want any of this to happen? I'm just gonna reload. Did so poorly from a health bar. You're gonna have to come back and kill me! And so he did. That close-up was so pretty. Pretty little wolf. Deadly little darling. Casper. Okay, I don't wanna kill the wolf. The other one left me alone after we came to an agreement. An arrangement agreement. An agreement. But this one's gonna keep slashing at my back and thighs, and I don't want that. Maybe the reload has pacified it. Or maybe I just shouldn't be wearing this little Red Riding Hood coat. Maybe that's part of the problem. Lunchbox. Ouch. Felt that coming. Felt that coming in the air tonight. I don't have enough ammo for any singular thing to really be worthwhile. Can I read my notes? You gonna leave me alone? Oh, what a shame. Me and my itchy trigger finger. Get that one back. Please give me that one back. Sorry, buddy. It's not gonna give me that one back, is it? Fine. I'll just have no bolts then. Like a Joanne Fabrics going out of business sale. Oh, what a shame. Shouldn't have tried for that second one. I'm just scared now. Scared and missing. Also, I was never very good at hitting in the first place, even unafraid. You there! Young boy! It's a delightful feeling of being saved. Sorry about everything. And I hope that the farm upstate is really nice and cozy, and you have lots of room to play with your friends. It's fine. I'm gonna be fine. Eventually. Alright, let's go read this lunchbox note. We have 3 shots left. It's not great. Where does this lead? Up to the home. Oh yeah, I forgot to go pick up the charm after we dropped stuff off. Probably wise to do that. Get this manuscript first. Nearest shiny thing to me. Read the note. Just then, I suddenly slammed into something that felt like a sturdy, well-built brick wall. This is a strange way to start a romance novel, but continue. I almost fell, but a strong arm, now it's getting juicy, grabbed me by the waist. Yes! I hardly knew what was happening. A voice reached through my confused, frightened haze like an outstretched hand. Excuse me. A gruff, manly voice. The deep, reassuring voice reassured me. "Don't you worry, miss. I've got this." I looked up just in time to see the monster barreling through the forest at us like a barrel of gummy bears. Just then a blast. You were having a good time? The monster went down like an elderly person who had lost their cane. These metaphors are distasteful. I looked up at my savior, and I saw a handsome face with dark hair. On his face? Those are eyebrows. You can just say that. He wore a stylish tweed jacket and held up a smoking pistol. Were there elbow patches? This will be important going forward. "Looks like I got here just in time," he said. He smiled at me, and my heart fluttered once again like a bird struggling against its cage. We've already used that metaphor. I'll say, I thought to myself. This Alan Wake fan fiction is so hot. Alright, race back for the charm. Looks to be another one of these lanterns. I'm not sure how those could also be duplicates like the coffee mugs, but we'll figure it out. Have I gone too far again? Not yet, but soon. Not yet, but soon. Alright, charm was down here.
Another charm.
It's a coffee mug. Okay, it's not a lantern. I saw wrong. Let's throw that in the inventory, as I do not have imminent need for it. They sure do give you a lot of those, which is generous. But it's also one of those things that it's like, I'll just die. I'll just die and go all the way back. It's fine. I'm sure I'm going to want to have that extra life. Beautiful wrench you've got. And if I wrench it from your hands and gently use it for plumbing activities? They were giving me so many of my crossbow bolts back at one point, and now I very rarely seem to get them back. Makes me a little sad. Got a speedster. And he's splitting into two. Oh, God. Stop that. Tell your friend to wait his turn. You guys are all up in my business right now. So many giblets. So many different parts of you on the floor. Ouch. It hurt me badly. It stunned me just long enough. Don't forget to use safe havens to hide from enemies. That's okay. Thanks anyway. Where are you, buddy? Hey. Well,
Fucking monsters.
do I want to continue with that particular timeline and its incredible waste of ammo and health? It did not go great. I wouldn't even venture to say it went poorly. It was a fucking travesty. It'll be fine. Just use my last trauma pad to retrieve some semblance of vision. Alright, I didn't get any of my crossbow bolts back, so I may as well just drop this on the forest floor at this point. I don't think there's any chance of other ammo being dropped from his speedy doppelganger. What about the other guy? Aww, he's a cute little guy. I thought Wrench Boy died around here somewhere, but he must not have had anything grabbable, except for those two perky little butt cheeks. But that's not going to fill my crossbow. I can't fill my crossbow with cheeks. I mean, I can try it, I guess. I just go fwong and bruise him. Just adding insult to injury. You already killed me. Leave my butt cheeks alone. Your crossbow testing. Alright. No reason for me to be holding this. Let's switch over to shotgun. Let's fire a little. Oh, darn you and your protection from darkness. Technical issues on the radio. Wish I had more shots. Never tell if they're in front of me or behind me when those go whizzing past. Here you are, hiding in the bushes.
Falling down!
Ouch. Devastated my case, Your Honor.
I searched the woods!
You get so much distance.
Smile!
Speedy little feats. Oh, I went for it out of sheer panic. It's real hard. You were behind a thick tree. Come on. You can't throw axes through a tree like that. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with starting over since the last save, because that's been just a nightmare. I probably shouldn't be wasting the ammo and should just be, like, running to the next safe zone. But I sure would like to find my lunchboxes and such. Alright, we have some crossbow ammo. As much as scouring the woods would make me feel better, just maintaining the ammo I already have would probably be a better plan. All in all. Stop that. I'll never be able to go down these stairs. This is a human invention. You can't figure it out. I know that I saw a cooler off the cliff edge here. At the very least, let's try to get some supplies. Don't you do it. I'm very bitter. I taste of vermouth. I taste of naught but vermouth. Please leave me be. It's all haunches all the time. You're just being mean. None of this is fatal. You're just ruining his back mobility. And wasting all of your pistol shots in the process. Right out of the bushes there, didn't you? How do you always get behind me? Got knocked off course both ways. Coming and going. Really? I mean, I know I wasn't at ideal distance, but really? Hoped maybe some of that would graze him just a little. So back around to that cabin. Let's try that again. It's not going well outside. Thank you. Thank you for putting me out of my misery. So maybe I just don't need the cooler. We'll just run. We'll just keep running. Nobody needs a cooler. But it is a little bit harder to run from the wolves than it is from Wrench Boy. Speedsters, meh. Really, that was kind of paw-based. I could have grazed your elbow skin. For light damage. Ah, rats. You still got that one back. This underbrush is not helping matters.
Good job, Saga. Now keep moving.
So sorry. Requiescat in pace. Okay. Wolves are down. I can probably run from Wrench Boy from here. I'll switch to my shotgun just in case they corner me, though. Should I save it after the wolves have gone down? I still have 2 crossbow bolts. It didn't go terribly. My health is fairly good. Let's risk a save. Slow, steady progress, like a beautiful tortoise. Manual. Just a quick. Alright. I gotta get to this nursing home before I'm eaten alive by Wrench Boy. Valhalla nursing home. Ranger cabin. Well, screw that. Don't care about the ranger cabin. Not until I get my rifle, at least. What if the rifle is in the ranger cabin? It's just occurred to me. No. To the nursing home. The forest floor is covered in 4-leaf clovers. I've just now noticed. It's like the forest floor leaf clovers down there. I understand that you hated it. You don't need to be mean in the comments. I'll take the blame.
I know Logan and I never lived here. But I don't know enough about my family history to say they're not my relatives. Mom only ever said my grandfather
Lovely
was
spot.
bad news. The less I knew about him, the better.
I would very much like to kick my feet up for a moment. It's not too much trouble. I'm running through the woods, giving away my pound of flesh.
Vote Mayor
Not in the fun
Setter
way.
to sit in office.
I mean, I did snort and shake my head. That's very generous of you.
Meet the mayor, huh?
Meet Mayor Setter in
Maybe I should
Suomi
swing by
Hall in
Suomi Hall.
Watery. I was just there. Are you saying he's there now? I want to go shake their paw. Shake their paw right gentle. It's a new trick I taught myself. Alright, can we get a peek at this ranger cabin from here? Where is the ranger cabin from here? It's just down by the water line. riddled with terrifying ghosts between here and there, I'm sure. There's another unmarked building. No doubt some sort of fishery station. In my head, I thought I went and got that charm, and then resaved it afterwards. The map tells me that's not what happened, and I am in fact a fool. Bit of a stubis. I'm not gonna go all the way back now for a coffee cup charm, but I will pick it up eventually. I'm just gonna go hide gently in my grandfather's arms until the night is over. No, never mind. It smells like formaldehyde in there. I want no part of it. Gorgeous house. Wheelchair accessible. I appreciate that. Oh, that's interesting. I can't actually read it in addition to playing it. Go back! No! Oh, now we have to walk all the way over to the table where the manuscripts are. Oh, it was like 3 feet. The inconvenience I feel. And it would have been chapter 5. Saga?
Saga had slid into a nightmare. A growing amount of evidence said her daughter was dead. Saga couldn't accept that. Wake said it could be undone. But Wake was gone, in the custody of the Federal Bureau of Control. Casey, her only ally, was gone too. She was alone. Agent Estevez had pulled rank on her, stonewalled her, shut her out of her own case. Saga refused to give up. She needed answers. Tor and Odin Anderson would have some. A family visit then. No one could blame her for that.
A family visit
Saga
then.
was trapped in a horror story. It was manifesting itself around her like the darkness of a mental illness, pushing her deeper and deeper.
Stand next to the map and out of the palace. Alright. I want to live here, and I hope that it is deeply haunted. As sometimes, in the middle of the night, I get quite lonely. And seeing a couple of elderly ghosts wandering the halls with their well-groomed mustaches would really make me feel right at home. Lovely gazebo back here. And some fancy lanterns. Multiple gazebos. Well, they must be swimming in cash.
I need something to cut this.
Sure. Yeah. You must be getting close to unlocking those bolt cutters. I also assume it's only in Saga's world, Saga's story, that the bolt cutters are useful. Ding dong? That's such a cool, cool title.
For visitors, you know. I was just getting the... Oh,
Hey, Rose.
Saga?
I didn't know you worked
What's up?
here. Have you always worked here?
Hello, Rose. Thought I'd swing by, see the family. Not a bad time, is it?
Oh, no. I was just, you know, tidying the,
Tidying the
Yeah.
corpses?
I'm so glad you're visiting again, Saga. But Odin and Tor can't see anyone today.
Rose. I wasn't born yesterday. Let me inside now.
I was just on the phone with Tor. He
I don't
invited
care how
me
much
over.
chowder you've spilt in the
Sorry.
hallways.
They had a little too much fun on our trip to Watery and need to rest.
I need an excuse to get in and talk to them. That's too bad. Okay if I say hi to the other residents before I go?
Sure. They always love visitors. Come on in. Not smart to be outside when the
I
sun
know,
goes
right?
down.
I love the architecture.
Why aren't there any lights?
I
on
always
in
dreamed
here?
of living in a
It's
haunted
very dim.
Victorian manor.
You say that like it's your first time here.
Well, to me it is. I'm going to close the door, and then we're going to, together, you and I, address how dimly lit it is in here. Do you think this is appropriate? If I was, say, a nursing home resident with advanced glaucoma, you think I'd be able to get to the restroom without bumping my shins? Also, you have, like, ammunitions and stuff in here. That's not creepy. That's fine. Old folks gotta defend themselves, I guess. The Valhalla Nursing Home was established in 2014 by the Old Gods Foundation, originally built in 1965 by an unknown architect for the Finnish filmmaker Thomas Zane. This manor is steeped in artistic history. I met Odin and Tor Anderson in 2012 in a strange trip that resulted in strange new friendships. I was honored to manage their band as they made their comeback, touring the country and producing revolutionary new music. However, all good things must come to an end. Valhalla is a place of rest. In that spirit, I hope this building will serve as a place where people can spend their golden years in peace and comfort. May it be a home to those who need one. Welcome to Valhalla. Barry Wheeler. We've heard very little of Barry so far. I was hoping to see him full frontal. And yet the FCC decided they were angry at my full frontal comment, and they kicked me back out to the main menu. And that's their prerogative. I can't hold it against them. But it is a little inconvenient. Let's see where it put us. Hopefully there was a autosave during that Old Gods title. I'm so sorry. We've had our designated crash for the session, yes. If we didn't have it last time, it had to be this one. Okay, I'll run through the wolves again. It's fine. No, I don't mind running through it gives me an excuse to pick up this coffee cup. Aha! It all works out in the end. You can't keep me from making lemonade, universe. Oh, I think I missed your snow comment. Into the safety of the light, while I also fiddle with my touchpad for ages. Oh, it's so safe in here. So safe and light. I've got to bring my mouse back here. This thing is a nightmare. You need two hands to work it. The touchpad! What? You get your mind out of the gutter. There. Ahem. Anyone dreaming of a white Halloween? It's snowing here. We have snow on the ground, but it's definitely starting to melt. Yeah, we had ours a few days early, so that the kids might actually be able to go trick-or-treating. Usually it hits on Halloween night and just spoils it. Colorado children have been pouting for years. You're fiddling with your what now? With two hands? Okay, we got the coffee mug. Put it in the box, and then actually save it this time. You absolute fool. Good, good. Health is still doing alright. And to the nursing home. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm so sorry. We'll quickly catch up on our manuscript pages / Barry's dedication. We'll be right where we left off. I do like that the maps are fairly compact, though there is a great feeling of expansiveness, and it's quite easy to get lost in the trees.
I know Logan and I never lived
It's easy
here,
to get from
but I
one side
don't
of the
know
map
enough
to the
about
other.
my family history to say they're not my relatives. Mom only ever said my grandfather was bad news. The less I knew about him, the better. Vote Mayor Setter.
Mayor
to sit
Setter
in
at Swami
office.
Hall, no way.
Meet the mayor, huh?
To
Maybe I should
sit
swing
in
by
office.
Swami
Aw.
Hall.
What a cutie. Ooh, you may fly the drone in it. That would be super cool. Especially in slow motion. It's a dramatic reenactment. It's not actually what it will look like when you do it, but something like that.
Saga had slid into a nightmare. A growing
So
amount of
thirsty
evidence
today.
said her daughter
Can't get
was
enough
dead.
water.
Saga couldn't accept that. Wake said it could be undone.
Please pardon my
Wake
constant
was gone,
interruptions.
in the custody of the Federal Bureau of Control. Casey, her only ally, was gone too. She was alone. Agent
Waiting
Estevez
13
had pulled
years.
rank on her, stonewalled
What
her,
happened to Alan?
shut her
I'm
out of
more
her own
worried about
case.
Casey in this
Saga
moment.
refused to give up. She needed answers. Tor and Odin Anderson would have some. A family visit then. No one could blame her for that. Saga was trapped in a horror story. It was manifesting itself around her like the darkness of a mental illness, pushing her deeper and deeper.
Alright. Into the home. We could not get around the back gate. We didn't find anything else. On the grounds. We should be good. Plus we get to see this gorgeous title screen again. I love that.
It's a little late for visitors, you know.
Turn off my flashlight so Rose doesn't get quite as upset with
Oh.
me this time.
Saga?
What do you...
What's
do you
up?
want? Oh, hey. You seem suspicious. It's written all over your face. Turn around. I bet it's written on
Hello,
your back,
Rose.
too.
Thought I'd swing by, see the family.
Turn around. That...
Not a bad time, is it?
Oh, no. I was just, you know, tidying I'm so glad you're visiting again, Saga.
Duvets?
But Odin and Tor can't see anyone today.
I was just on the phone with Tor. He invited me over.
Sorry. They had a little too much fun on our trip to Watery and need to rest.
I need an excuse to get in and talk to them. That's too bad. Okay if I say hi to the other residents before I go?
Sure. They always love visitors. Come on in.
Thank you.
Not smart to be outside when the sun goes down.
Not gonna wipe my feet. I'm a
I love
bad
the
guest.
architecture. I always dreamed of living in a haunted Victorian manor.
Fine, I'll leave it open and we'll be riddled with bugs. This is how you get ants, Rose. Give me this flare. Oh, random loot. I should have suspected, but I didn't. Barry? Nice to hear from you again. I can't believe this house used to belong to Thomas Zane, but of course it does. Look at it, it's creepy and fantastic. Just like Thomas Zane. There might be a lunchbox in the administrative office. Also, whoever's the administrator here seems to be a big Alan Wake fan. Rose?
More of those
Anything
kids'
to cop to?
lunchboxes.
Saga, this way.
For the twilight years. You are strong. With little smiley face use. Aw, you are successful. You are confident. Just because you put an exclamation point on the lie doesn't make it true. I might be strong and successful, but I am not confident. We've got a map. Office, rec room, lounge, main hall, the drawing room with an extra R. The dining room, stage. Where Ahti performs, the wellness center, where you can be patted down. Tor, Odin, Donna. Does Pat Maine live in the Valhalla nursing home? Cynthia? Cynthia Weaver? Ahti! All of my favorite people are here. Except for Mandy May, who I do not know. I don't know Mandy May. The Old Gods of Asgard Museum. Storage, laundry room, boiler room, workspace. That right there, the boiler room, is where I will get attacked and die. Good. Good, good. You've drawn sexy fan art of me. Well, that's nice of you. Thanks. I was wondering if you could help me, longing internally. We'll serve you pancakes. You were my muse all along, Rose. Naughty Alan. That's the one with the devil horns and the blush football makeup, as I think they call it. Wake up! Alan Wake's crime novels have become the sensation of the nation. The sensation, if you will. Join us as we flip through the pages of the man behind the books. You leave his pages alone. Folks Magazine. Folks Magazine? That sounds quaint. How has your life changed since your books became so popular? Well, I have to do a lot more magazine interviews. Other than that, it's not so different. You are hilarious. I can see why you're a writer. So what do you do to get your creative juices flowing? Alan, writing is a very solitary journey. I'd like you to leave. When I'm working, I like to be alone in a room with my manuscript. There I can wrestle with the story and get inside the heads of my characters. Well, that sounds exhausting. I'd rather you wrestle with me. And yet, you find plenty of energy to party, right? Word on the street is you've been out enjoying the New York nightlife. Any favorite spots? I'd prefer if we could focus on my writing. Definitely. Although I'm sure our readers would love to know where they can find New York's hottest writer on a Saturday night. Are you working on a new book? Yes, on some level. I'm always working on the next story. Right now I'm looking into something different. A departure from what people would expect. Something new. Oh, be careful with that. People don't always like new. So, what role does the beautiful Alice Wake play in your work? Is she your muse? Alice keeps me stable. She's an anchor, stopping the waves from carrying me too far out to sea. Alan Wake, the bad boy of fiction. Best-selling author, sets a feisty new tone for writers. Alan Wake is an author best known for his Alex Casey books, a series of thrilling novels that reinvigorated the crime genre. But Wake isn't just known for his literary works. He's also famous among New York's most exclusive clubs as a late-night party animal. This author is redefining what it means to be a writer. Gone are the days of isolated figures hunching over typewriters in dark rooms. Ow! 13 years, guys. It hurts. Wake is a man who hits the town in style. A regular at the hottest spots in the city, happy to see and be seen. The people and the paparazzi can't get enough of him. But it's not just his social calendar that makes this writer stand out from his peers. It's also his flamboyant codpieces. Where did I see that? I thought that was in the text. Artists are famous for their tempers. But Wake's is in a completely different orbit. Damaging property, giving photographers black eyes, avoiding lawsuits. This writer is a train full of rage, and you better get off the tracks. Like a punk rocker, Wake is grabbing musty old stereotypes and smashing them to pieces. This is one rebel to keep an eye out for. Preferably a black one. I'm not even a member of the paparazzi. Where is Alan Wake? Mystery writer mysteriously disappears. The best-selling author known for his Alex Casey novels has been reported missing in the town of Bright Falls, Washington. Mr. Wake's wife, Alice Wake, has not given any comments on the case, but is confirmed to have been the one to report her husband's disappearance to the authorities. The mysteries surrounding the novelist's disappearance don't stop there. Other individuals from the town were reported missing within a similar time frame. It is unclear whether these disappearances are connected. Wake's literary agent Barry Wheeler has indicated he has no information to provide, despite having been seen with Mr. Wake in Bright Falls just before the author's disappearance. Barry's no snitch. The writer, Alan Wake, has a history of violence toward the press and is rumored to have struggled with addiction. The story will be updated as it unfolds. I'm addicted to scarves. This is quite the shrine. Quite the shrine you have. Even Vikings need their rest. I wonder if this is the cutout that Barry took gentle care of throughout our adventures together. I'll take those, thank you. So happy the cutout made it. Oh, yes. Alright, I'm gonna need to close and lock these doors and make a couple of copies of my butt cheeks to pass out. Rose, do you mind if I use your ink? Oh, have you been standing? I've been reading about Alan Wake. Were you waiting for me? Oh, that's too bad. Oh no. Aunty's still running around naked somewhere. Old age is a state of mind. Bright Falls blend.
Hello, Jaakko. Looks like another perfect morning
There you
in
are.
paradise. I agree, Ilmo. A perfect morning for me to drink this coffee I'm holding. Oh shit, this
Love its
coffee.
high energy delivery.
Jaakko, did you just drink a regular brand coffee? I did. My perfect morning is ruined. And all because of your shit coffee. If only we could have good coffee. Hey, what? What's that sound? Oh,
It's a photorealistic eagle.
Ilmo, look, it's the Bright
Approaching.
Falls blended organic coffee from Old Deer Diner. Oh, wow. I've heard that the health benefits of this coffee include increased energy, improved eyesight, better
There's no
lovemaking,
proven effects.
and deeper connection to animals. With a thermos full of hot coffee close at hand, you are always prepared for what comes next. How does it taste, Jaakko? I feel like $1 million. Thanks, Old Deer Diner Coffee. Bright Falls Blend Organic Coffee is brewed with care right here in the Pacific Northwest from coffee beans that are sourced locally in Puerto Rico. Try it today at Coffee World and the Old Deer Diner.
sourced
And don't
locally
forget to try the
in
delicious
Puerto
brunch
Rico.
special this month only for Deer Fest.
Local coffee. Local flavor. Your drone does fly in the snow. That is fantastic. Seems like that would make such a beautiful effect for any traditional shot. Kinda felt like they wanted me to interact with the top drawer for a second, but then the dot disappeared, and so too did my hopes and my dreams. What were you filming out there, Thomas Zane? Filming a Mayor Setter campaign commercial?
Old gods of Asgard. So Odin and Thor had abandoned everything.
Oh, they certainly did. Alright, sorry to keep you
Thought I'd
waiting.
lost you.
Hey,
Here's some of our residents,
did.
or as I like to call them, our little Vikings. Look who swung by, everyone. Norman, clothes.
it's me. It's the FBI.
Norman, we have a
Down on the
visitor.
ground, Norman!
Where are your clothes?
I'm headed back to the sauna with Artie.
Just another day in Valhalla. I should really get back to work, Saga. But feel free
Frankly,
to spend
Rose,
some time
I
with man.
really don't mind.
It's good for them to have company.
Fine figure of a man.
Thor and Odin are here somewhere. Need to find them.
Alright, the guided tour over. Can I Artie? I thought you were a
Ati,
resident here.
this is your
Why are
home.
you cleaning?
You don't need to keep cleaning.
Don't need to keep cleaning.
I take that mop away, but I know you'll just find it again.
Kyllä, kyllä.
It's
Mutta
fine. No,
once
you don't
after
worry.
being
You
told
don't
no,
worry yourself.
why rest when you are born to work? Eikö niin?
And you know Mr. Blum doesn't like it when you take his work clothes. Why don't you go pick a song from the jukebox?
Mr. Blum's
Yes, box, Olli Ray. Just thinking about it makes my dance foot waggle. Kyllä näin on.
What does your other foot do? Has he always been wearing Mr. Blum's clothes? I'm trying to see if he has a name tag, but I can't get close enough. What do you got here? Seems familiar. Poet and the Muse. You have a key card for this, buddy? Swipe it. Swipe it. Such a pleasure to hear this again. Lost none of its potency.
Hello there. Saga Anderson.
Eipä siinä. Name won't make the man worse. Even a Swedish name. I'm Ahti.
Ouch. I'd like to listen to the song. I'd also like to fully focus on your dialogue. Can we... Is there a fast forward? No? We'll multitask. It's
Anything
fine.
good on that jukebox?
We try to do good, but only Prime comes out. Music from my Swedish brothers, old gods of Asgard. My pals, the Perkele Vikings. Perkele.
Love him so
Do you know
much.
where I could find the Andersons?
Oh, you can never
Just
know
perfect
where.
for this role.
Only a seaman can know that. But even the seaman can't know everything.
Fair enough. Thanks anyway.
Tell me, were you one of the janitors? Or were you Ahti?
Were you in the band?
Ahti, oh yeah, that makes sense.
No. Perkele saatana, en ollut. Not so much sweet that it fills the whole stomach.
Wasn't a proper sip.
But we have
It's next
shared
to
a
nothing.
stage or two.
Shared a stage or two, have you?
The song revives.
Every time we see him, it's not enough. I just want to spend the entire game in his presence, learning from his infinite cosmic knowledge. Rose, you don't know who you have on your hands over here.
The lazy man gets ready when
About the time. Start drinking
and
and
gets
drinking.
silly when he works.
Make water moonshine.
Kyllä hyvin sanottu.
Start seeping into our dreams. And we dream of Cynthia Weaver at the Bright Falls Power Station. But when we get there, chainsaws around every corner. God, what an exciting time to be alive. Yummy.
Thought Artie put on a wonderful performance this afternoon.
But you're always
Andy
calling
May.
him a crazy fit.
Are you
I
knitting?
respect the art, Norman.
What are
That's
you
some
knitting?
fascinating knitwork, Mandy May. What's your inspiration?
I don't know. It is what it wants to be. Taking a break from making those little ornaments for Rose. Do you knit?
I
That's
dabbled
where they came
when I
from.
was pregnant. Socks, mittens, the usual stuff.
Oh, how about knitting me some underwear?
One more crude remark from you, Norman.
I'd say we should start with
and
some
I'll
nipple
put this
tassels,
needle
Norman.
in your ear.
See if we have enough for undies later. So she's been knitting all of our little lunchbox guideposts, which I dearly appreciate, but Rose has been placing...
Do either of you know where I could find Tor and Odin?
Odin is sleeping upstairs, but your grandpa's been acting crazy. He got electrocuted when he smashed the telephone.
Don't make up stories.
It's Tor.
Tor went loopy and smacked himself in the head with that hammer he's always carrying around.
Tor is hurt. Something's wrong with him.
Last time around, it was him smacking other people on the head with his hammer. It's finally come back around to him. Mjolnir has returned. Donk. Shame that.
Was Tor hurt badly?
He never let go of that hammer when he got electrocuted. It looked like a bolt of lightning hit him. Wham! Zap!
Thank goodness Blum took the hammer away from him. It's not Tor's hammer, no matter what he keeps saying. Blum has his moments, even if he is a Russian.
Andy May, you can't say stuff like that.
Norman, anything to add? Not about the Russians, just in general, the
Have
situation.
you seen the way
My
Tor's been
grandparents.
slobbering over Cynthia? He's like a
Yes,
horny
he is.
teenager.
What's wrong with a little romance at our age?
Well, I'd better go. Before you get any ideas about romance at your age.
Norman, put some clothes on. What if that towel slipped? No one wants to see your meat basket.
Not until I've got more Sonic.
His meat basket? Mandy May.
You said I'd been here before. When was the last time I visited? Let's see exactly what she thinks she remembers.
Oh, it's been years. We were all so sad when you left.
6, would you
After
say?
the accident.
Oh, fuck
12?
this.
12 years?
My daughter didn't drown. You're remembering wrong. She's at home watching Night Springs with her father.
Mm-hmm.
It's useless. I need to
Don't be
stop the
dismissive,
story.
Rose. I will blind you with this. I will blind you with my FBI flashlight if you don't admit that my daughter is alive.
Mandy May and Norman said Tor is hurt. Why didn't you mention that earlier?
Oh, you mean the little bump on his noggin? It's nothing. The residents like to exaggerate.
Uh-huh. I need to check Tor's
Really is
room.
bleeding out all over the place right now, and Rose cares not. Rose cares
Sorry,
not
Saga.
because she
That area's for
enjoys
staff
elder
only.
abuse, which is wrong, Rose. You should know better. I was so happy to see you at the start of all of this, but now that you're just dead daughter this, dead daughter that, I support elder abuse, I'm not so sure about you anymore.
What's in the wellness center?
Oh, that's where we provide our health services to the residents. We have a rehab facility, dining area, and beds for special round-the-clock care. To stay young, stay limber.
So that's where you stretch the hell out of the old folks? Pushing poor Norman's knees to nips and such?
Nothing is not good for you, and hurry is not an honor. Liekö olet tämmöistä
Take your time. I understand. I have a similar life philosophy. But it mostly has to do with when something really important is due. And I'm yet to start it on the day that it is due. Oh, why hurry? Rushing is not an honor.
Vaikka vettä aina kyllä lupaskin.
Hey, you kids take care of yourselves. Also, Mandy May, you've torn a hole in your jean skirt and you're calving right on through it. You're calving right through your jean hole. Just thought you should know.
And sit in a crowd of noisy drunks all day?
See what we can
I'd
find up
rather
here.
stick this knitting needle in my ear.
Another level yet. Big old house. Giving me an awful lot of combat gear for it being a nice quiet day at the nursing home. The Old Gods of Asgard Museum. See if
I
we
don't
can
have
get
the
a
key.
card for that as well. I try scanning the clicker. I will live here. Close the doors, I'll take it. Just sleep on the books. I've got plenty of water. A toilet. Wait. I might be seeing that wrong. The Pat Main radio show. Valhalla Nursing Home Radio. Seems to be unlocked. Oh, Pat. I'm not wanking you off. I'm trying to knock on your... I didn't want to be rude.
The government built a bunker here during World War II to watch the ocean for Axis
I shouldn't
navies
interrupt
and
him.
who knows what else. Ever since they sealed the bunker, it's been a hot spot for teens.
My flashlight.
The Ocean View Motel and Spa, they call it, ironically,
The
I
Ocean View.
believe. They go there to enjoy their beer and their vapes and electronic cigarettes.
Beer in
Ridiculous.
their
The
face.
future is... So, the teens would drink there, do other stuff that isn't appropriate content for you listeners at home, but the bunker has a tendency to flood, especially during the winter. In the 90s, a group of teens went down there one Saturday night and got a little drunker than usual. The teens noticed one girl, Nora Hesberg, was missing. They figured she just went home. When Nora's folks didn't find her in her bed the next morning, they called
I'm
the police.
enthralled.
The authorities, they searched the bunker and found poor Nora floating in one of the flooded passages. She had a real talent for music. Folks say they still hear her singing in the nursing home. Nowadays, teens think the bunker is haunted. That doesn't stop them from going there. The police have tried to lock it up, but you know young people, they're persistent. Now, as for myself,
Vapes.
an impartial journalist, I have lived here at the Valhalla nursing home for 5 years, and in that time I have never heard Nora's singing. Just the humming of a certain neighbor of mine who has an inexplicable love for Finnish tango.
Don't we all? Hey. You done? Can I ask you some... Oh, you're not done. You're not done at all. Okay, thanks for letting me just loot your room without saying a word. I was hoping to introduce myself, but... Pleasure thieving from you. Love you, Pat. Hey, take it easy on Windy Davis and the whole jerky thing. It seems to be getting pretty complicated for you. Alright, bye. Rec room. Looks surprisingly neat despite its name. Boop. Sip of coffee. Forget the Christmas tree. What do you do? What purpose do you serve?
Poor thing.
Who is your master? Clearly, there's some sort of deep secret behind these beautiful deer. Inventory full, my ass. Wait, my ass is... No, wait. Another set of flares on the funeral pyre. I don't need health desperately at the moment. Let's save one of these. I'm sure that will change on a dime. The question, I guess, is, should we save 2 first aid kits for the inevitable, takening? Leave us with 2 open slots. And this will leave us with 1. Or not. Strange. Okay. Either way, that's good. Save it one more time. Boop. Okay, check down there.
This is
Tor's
Tor's room.
room. Oh, God, what? Is that a bedpan? What? Did you just eat an entire Stouffer's lasagna? I have so many questions. Holes in the wall. Tor's bedroom has been trashed.
More moonshine.
All
Was
his
this a drunken
moonshine
rampage?
smashed. And his drum
This
kit
place is a
bashed.
mess. And Tor's not here.
Stop Dr. Seussing it.
I need to keep looking.
That takes up my last inventory slot. Back to the shoebox, I guess. Okay. Seemingly no sign of Tor. Donna, what have you done with my grandfather?
Excuse me, miss, but you don't see me barging into your room while you're performing mental and physical...
I'll go back out and wake you off. Sorry,
Sorry. Don't mind me.
And now I have to start over.
Can I ask you some questions? Ah, but first, the thievery.
Breakfast is at 7. Tomorrow will be eggs, toast,
Good for you.
fruit, orange juice, tea,
More weightlifting than I do.
Service stops at 9. Lunch at 11. Tomorrow is borscht with oyster crackers. The other choice is stewed beef.
Room left for
I will
facts
have
in her mind.
borscht.
It's mostly relegated
Cranberry
to
juice
food.
or water is
I
served
applaud
as
it.
well. Service stops at 12:30.
You know exactly when to go for borscht. And what else could you need in life? This clock, madam, it's definitely haunted. See how the face is upside down and frowning?
Coffee is also served.
I'll take it off your
A
hands.
cookie tray is available. Maximum of 2 per resident. If it's somebody's
That's not
birthday,
enough cookies per
then
resident.
cake is served instead of cookies. There is no birthday tomorrow, so cookies. Tea time ends at
Grandma.
3:30.
Just got a whole pile, rather, of what I'm assuming are gentlemen's pills and Tabasco. I envy your life.
Dinner
Madame,
is at 5.
good day to you.
All residents must...
There's nothing gentlemanly about those pills. Alright. Odin's room.
Odin's in
Odin?
bad shape. He was drunk and watery.
I met some of your ravens.
Or is this something more
at the ranger
serious?
cabin. They crashed my game. Was that you? Was that a prank? Prank you played on me? I'm not mad. I thought it was hilarious. Is that supposed to be me in a hoodie? I love it.
That woman in the painting looks like Mom. Was I born here? Or is this more of the story?
Were you born here? I think we'd all like to know, Saga. If you can shed a little light on the subject, that'd be great. Hey, Odin. Look at your sweater. God, you are fashionable.
Can
you hear me?
Hear me, Odin? Odin Addison? Can you hear me? I need to ask you a couple of questions. Odin? He's in no shape to talk.
Profile him. He's in no shape to talk. Then I'll just listen.
Odin's in rough shape. What happened to him?
These are our twilight years. There's darkness in the water. We have our little tricks. And so do you.
What's happening? It's never felt this way before.
You're all grown up, Saga, dearest. And you're back just in time. The forces of darkness are eating away at us. We're too old and weak. You have the power in you, like all Andersons.
What was that? He wasn't a projection. Odin was really here. We were connected. Are they really my family? Is that why this is happening?
I like the idea that they're really my family, and I want to get closer to my grandpapa, but if they're really my family, and that was part of the story that changed it, then my daughter is dead, and I will not live in a world without my dear sweet Logan. Hey Peter, have you ever worked in retail, aka have you experienced the public? I worked at like 2 front desks that sold items, so it wasn't like a supermarket or big store cashier experience. So I'm sure I got saved some of the worst of it from sheer quantity. There weren't that many customers in the 2 storefronts I worked in on the day-to-day. So I did have to interact with the public and was subject to the whims of anyone who decided to wander in off the street, which makes me feel genuinely uncomfortable, but it wasn't like a Christmas rush situation or anything like that at any point, which was very nice. And thank you for the question. Were you a famous VA doing that job? I'm not sure what being a famous VA is like, so even at my current job, I am not a famous VA doing it. But I'm incredibly flattered. Make sure I didn't miss anything up here. So sorry, I've been distracted with the beauty of the nursing home. If you take more than 2, we'll give you the special almond cookies. What are the almonds made out of? Why are they special? I'm sorry that took me so long to answer. I was looking away. Your eyes were leaking when you left. You can't deal with the eyes. I'm so sorry your eyes were leaking. Did you plug them? I don't think that's how you fix leaky eyes. But it might be worth a shot.
I found a photograph of you with the cultists.
Continue profiling.
How are you involved?
We're too old for this brand of crazy, but we'll drink with anyone who's offering. The cult's been on our asses to join for years, but we already have our band, and those damn fools don't know what they're dealing with. No wonder they want a pair of legends.
Tor and Odin are not part of the cult. The cult thinks there's something special about Tor and Odin.
So
I'm
glad they're
to
just
see it
there for
too.
the booze and cookies. They're not part of this cult nonsense. The most important question I have for him is about the clicker, so let's end
I've never
there.
connected to someone like this in my mind place before. How is this happening?
I
this
was
your mind
glad to
place look
answer
like?
your call.
That's what I
Vikings are born travelers. You are a seer. You can see the truth. But your grandpa will want to tell you more himself. Wouldn't want to steal his thunder. Tor is in danger. You can save him.
Is my mind place more than
Promise?
just a mental technique? Sometimes my mind place even baffles me. Is this the reason? Is there something more than intuition behind it? One thing at a time. Tor is in trouble. Once I help him, he can maybe tell me more.
Okay, now Tor being in danger is the most important thing. So tell me about the clicker.
Wake's clicker. What can you tell me about it?
Cut off from Tom's lamp. It washed to the shore. Good work getting the light switch. The light switch is like an amp. You can play rock and roll without it, but you won't blow anyone away. Art, like Tom's writing, can change the world. But the light switch will crank that change to 11.
The clicker has the power to change the story. To save Logan. This confirms what Wake said. I can't let Scratch get his hands on the clicker. By Tom's writing, Odin must mean Wake.
Does he? Or does he mean Tom? Or does he mean Alan? Or does he mean Tom? Or does he mean Alan? Or does he...
Tor is in danger. What's going on?
Darkness is drawn to the spark. Tor only thinks with his hammer, never his head.
These.
The Prince of fucking Darkness is making a comeback. Tor's marked by darkness. I can feel it. Is he in his room? It wants to take him, and then take me.
Room is in shambles.
Beware of Cynthia Weaver. Bad things happen in the wellness center. Don't let her
Cynthia Weaver's
drag
my
you
favorite.
under, Saga.
Does Prince of Darkness refer to Scratch? Is Tor becoming taken? I need to find him before it's too late. Stop this before more people get hurt.
Cynthia Weaver being abused by Mr. Scratch in his dark story turns. I will not stand for it. Cynthia deserves to be left alone for a life of peace and comfort. Alright. Ooh, we've got all kinds of stuff to add to the board. It's been a while, apparently. Lunchbox found at Bright Falls. Mandy May has the knit design I've been finding by the lunchboxes. That would be who left these. Alright. Nursery rhymes. Bright Falls rhymes. Weird how it does that sometimes. Tells me there's evidence when there is not. Outside of Bright Falls. For later. That one didn't have a dot on it. I just got excited. For later. Going around in circles now. Like murders, cult of the trade. The cult has been trying to recruit them for years. He and Odin rejected all of their offers. Thank goodness. Not cult members. Whew. Fact versus fiction. Painting of Mom and I with Odin and Tor in Odin's room.
Yes.
This looks exactly like Mom, and that's me. Is this still part of the story? Look for Tor in his room. Odin seems really worried about his brother. I should see if Tor's in his room. Nope. The clicker needs to be used with rakes. Rakes? Sure. Bring 'em out. With Wake's writing, does it really have the power to fix this? Clicker's an amplifier. Alone, it's not very useful.
The clicker makes Wake's writing change reality. Can I trust him with that much power? Not sure I have a choice.
Oh no, he's crazy. You can't trust him at all. But he's cute, and he's damaged goods, and I think I can fix him. Tor's bedroom has been trashed.
Tor is not okay. Something is definitely going on here.
There, we found it. Tor wasn't in his room, but the place is a mess. Odin mentioned the wellness center. I should check there. Tor had some kind of accident.
Okay.
Maybe Odin can tell me what happened to Thor. I'm doing this in exact reverse order. Rose, Tor and Odin are resting and can't have guests. You liar. Rose isn't being helpful, but they must be around here somewhere. More than not being helpful, she seems to be actively trying to thwart me finding the truth. Despite my yellow dots, that seems to be all the evidence I have. Thanks, Odin. Mwah! Right on your fingerless mittens. Love you, Grandpappy. Grandpappy Uncle. Granduncle Pappy. The Sea of Night. To drink from the cup of the Wise One, for wisdom to be a seer, I gave up my eye, in the light of the moon to shine and see the many worlds to madness and beyond, across the dark dreaming sea, the branching paths of the tree. I gave up my eye so many times. We have lived and died and been reborn. We have met here before, and will keep on meeting still. Where did I put the eye? Before time, I gave it to Mimir to drink from the well of wisdom, the cauldron. In 1976, I took it out myself to see, drank the moonshine. In 1988, he who stands on the threshold took it from me. The time will come again to be writ again. Who stands on the threshold? Odin? Who stands on the threshold? He's sleeping. I'd better not shake him. Alright, so we already looked in Tor's room, but I kind of want to peek again. Donna is all about that lunchery life. And I'm jealous of her. Oh no, he put his feet through it? God, I hope it was his feet. So it seems like we have to go down to the wellness center. Let's just turn around and leave. I was just watching The Exorcist 3. I know what doting old grandmothers peeking out of windows can do to your neck with a pair of self-springing bone shears. I don't want anything to do with that. Okay, we'll check on her. Maybe she just wants to show us
This
the
will
petunias.
put a smile back on your face, my dear.
Oh,
sorry?
Cynthia.
Black void with no sense of up or down.
She's one of them. There must be an overlap here somewhere.
I'm so sad to hear that. Cynthia does not deserve to be wrapped up in all of this after she spent her entire life defending against the darkness alone, leaving glow paint messages for some fickle reincarnation of Thomas Zane. in the hopes that they would love her, when deep down we all knew she was better than Thomas Zane ever deserved. Alright, quick check on the 3rd floor, then we'll fly ourselves hence to the wellness center. But not down the stairs, that's dangerous. Skin my knees. Mandy, oh, Spiral. Spiral on the door. Come in. Oh, somebody's just using the bathroom, I think. Mandy May, with her tiny little knees and her heavy, heavy knitwork, has to come up 3 flights of stairs to get to her private room. There better be like one of those chair... Is this one of those chair things? I hope so. I hope you bring her up electronically on this. I don't have permission to be in here. Doesn't seem to be stopping me. Alrighty, revolver ammo. Thanks, Mandy May. Oh, I'm so glad. I haven't watched that in a while. I know what I'll be watching while ignoring trick-or-treaters tonight. It's one of my faves. Because it's so ceaselessly weird. And I like that kind of thing. Ati still has his wits about him. Sharp as a tack, that one. Never forgets to lock his door. Please let me in here. Please give me the key card. I have questions that only this door can satisfy.
Letting in is forbidden, for your own safety. Time is long for those who wait.
Hi.
But in the end, stand the thanks.
Sheesh, didn't see you there.
You know why I'm here, don't you, Ati? So I'm gonna trust that this is all for the best, and that the answers will come in due time, and hopefully during a musical number. But it's hard to wait, Ati. It's hard. I shouldn't have taken one of Donna's gentleman's pills. Now it's just hard to wait. Seemingly nothing but a lovely room in here. Hardwood floors and deer paraphernalia. My favorite. Could use a little repainting / wallpapering / roof fixture. That'd be great.
I don't have the key.
To Gale's room. Cynthia. High security wing up here. Ati? If I try to go in the door one more time, will you bend me over your knee? For being naughty? Oh no, I've been so naughty! I've been so naughty. Never mind. I'm sorry I wasted your time. Thank you. Down to the wellness center. Oh, beautiful little rug. A beautiful floor runner. Okay. First floor. Ati is no longer cleaning. I wonder if I can hijack the jukebox for my own purposes. Play Rose's least favorite song. I should be used to that by now.
Need more caregivers for the deer festival.
Please take mercy on me when you decide to end us all in the mortal plane. Hey, can I get in the... Can you give me your key card and I'll just... Sure. You gonna play coy, Rose? I have direct permission from the FBI to slap you around a little if
Tor's
need
in
be.
the wellness center, isn't he?
No, he's... Well, yes, but you really shouldn't go in there right now.
I'm gonna need you to unlock the door. This is FBI business.
It's just... There's some things that,
That the FBI should know about?
Yes, okay. I'll let you in.
Thank you, Rose.
Thanks. Now give me the key card. I have to go loot Ati's room. I'll just take it off your corpse later if you don't give it to me now. I'm kidding. So I would never hurt you. All
Watch
right,
out.
in we go.
For puddles. You
For
can hurt
puddles?
yourself in the dark.
Right. Thanks.
That lady is a walking red flag.
You don't get to out loud say you can hurt yourself in the dark. You were there that day. You were in the diner when Barbara Jagger said those words to me. Alrighty. Fresh air. Last chance to live. Should we beeline it for the car? Wind's kicking up. Sun's coming down. Puddles everywhere. I'm gonna take the ramp. My old knees. That feels good. Gentle incline.
Can't
Decline?
open this with my bare hands.
You didn't even try. Give it a shake. Into the wellness center. Cynthia? You seem to be filled with darkness. Can I assist you with that? Wellness center map. What have we here? Ward reception, staff lounge, workshop, security rooms, several little boys' chambers, the dispensary, woo! The examination rooms, patient room, rehabilitation, office, kitchen, and dining hall. Expansive facilities you've got here. Way to go, Barry. It's going to do a lot of good for people once we purge the ancient evil from it.
Dark. Empty. Be ready, Saga.
Dispensary. Let's go there first.
Hello?
Somebody's
Tor?
pounding.
It's Saga
Do any
Anderson.
of those gentlemen's pills. Yay. It's a first aid kit filled with crossbow bolts? That doesn't add up. Why are these in here? Alright, that's the other entrance to the parking lot. Any documents for me? / sippable coffee treats? Nope. To the patient exam room. Cynthia? I brought Nutter Butters. Sit down with me, won't you? It's nice and secure. Exam room 2. Wouldn't be a good survival horror game without a pitch black hospital sequence. Tell me what's gonna happen next. Whisper it to me in my ear,
Tor
Alan.
Anderson had lightning in his veins. This was rock and roll, baby. That Weaver girl had cast a spell on him. Tor would do anything she'd ask. Tor deserved this. Tor wanted this. She wanted the song, a gift. He had to get it for her. Afterwards, it was too late. Tor swung his hammer in frustration. The spark was gone. Black liquid clogged his mind. A bad trip. Tor fought it. He was strong. He'd never be taken. But the darkness could still drown him. Tor needed to warn someone. It was all happening again. Tom was back. Coming back. Tom would need help too if he was going to make it. but the brothers were too old to stop at this time. Tor had called someone who could help. The name escaped him, drowned beneath dark water.
I think I know that name. I think I know who you're looking for. And don't worry, I'm on my way. Just as soon as I get over my fear of small pill bottles jumping to their death in front of me. It could be a while. Sorry. Sorry, Tor. I am very full. I hope we find a shoebox soon. Doc. Rose and me found Mr. Anderson knocked out on the floor by phone. By the phone, I assume? Burns on hand and cut on head. Was out cold, so brought him here. Been acting strange all week. Take good care, he is up.
Tor was here.
VB. Oh, take good care, he is VIP, not up. That makes more sense. He is a famous rock star. Was I also supposed to inspect these
He's hurt pretty
bandages?
bad. But he tore off his bandages. Why?
Well, they're itchy. Can't expect me to wear bandages all the way through the healing process. It's so itchy. No carafe of sweet liquid gold for me? To quick save it before Cynthia stabs me in the patella with a scalpel? Seems like it will progress us. Ward reception. Snack area. Don't trust any of these vending machines after playing Control. I know there's one of you that's sentient. Rehabilitation. See if there's anything good in the dispensary. Yes, there sure is. That's all I wanted in the world. Thanks, dispensary. Alright, now you can stab me in the patella. It's fine. I'd prefer that you didn't, but it's fine. Alright, I have plenty of healing items. I should probably move a few of them away. But do move both at once. There you go. Plenty of healing items. I need all them crossbow bolts I can find. That only leaves me with one free spot. That's not very much. I still have not found a rifle. And I do worry that it's in that ranger station. And they were like, you can have it for the boss fight if you go down there first. But there's so many scary taken, and I didn't wanna... So it might not even be that I can use these. You have to sleep now. Thank you for a nice time. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Absolutely. I hope you have a lovely evening. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you next time. Or soonish. No obligation. Oh, Cynthia Weaver's just a little old lady. How bad could it be? It'll be fine. You'll see. Just fine. Well, thank you for phrasing it that way. I feel better. I feel at ease now. Alright, more medical supplies than ever before. Thank you, genuinely. That's sweet. Alright, we have a couple of inventory slots full. Anything else I need to grab before we save it again? Dispensary clear. Alright. Probably about time for a manual save. 19 hours played. That seems like a lot for how little of the game I feel like I've progressed through. Sure, I spend most of my time just looking at NPCs and rambling about them. But still. What a little cutie. Aww. I've got a doll just like you at home that I use for nursery rituals. It sounds weird when I try to announce it out loud in conversation. Sure, it sounds weird.
Tor, wait! It's me!
I'm not gonna shoot you, but freeze anyway. Got my steps in. I feel the burn. I'm sure that's just a simple mechanism of exercise, but having played Remedy games for so long, I'm sure that if there's a specific combination of angles you go up and down those stairs, you'll come out in the Ocean View Motel for the secret ending.
Oh, come on.
Cynthia, let's not be like this. Let's be friends. Like me and that wolf. You saw how it ended with me and the wolf, right? We were dear, dear friends until I gutted it with a crossbow. And that could be us,
An electric
Cynthia.
lock. Looks like
you and
it's
me.
controlled remotely.
Okay, I'll go this way towards the angry old lady face. Angriest old lady face around. Beautiful. Shortcut. Cynthia? I'm here to look at your private emails. Stop being weird, fluorescent light. Brightening and dimming and making buzzing sounds. I know that's just because you're a fluorescent light, but still, it's creepy. Creepy behavior. Let's run for it. Hide in here where it's safe. Oh, it's never safe in the bathroom. You can never be sure that it's safe. Bloom's workroom, private.
A security computer.
Security room from here. That's good news. Still locked on that side. Saul's key card. Vladimir Bloom.
The Koskela brothers aren't just in the cult. They're its damn leaders.
Well, they own every other small business in town. Why not the cult? Yep, show me the cult of the tree welcomes you, Yako and Ilmo Koskela. You have been accepted into the prestigious ranks of our most hallowed organization. As such, you will join our noble cause and be privy to our most guarded secrets. The ceremony will take place the day after the next new moon, as is tradition. Look at this little cutie. Look at this little cutie. With his little tongue. Boop. All right, back to the
Day
investigation.
and month. He uses European formatting.
I knew it. European formatting. It's all coming together. Bad day. This is a stupid house where something always breaks. I always fix. Old people do not respect me. I should ask for a raise. 15-8. Hurrah! My acceptance letter has arrived. I am one of the gang now. Yeah, it's kind of a gang. Kind of a cult. Do Svedania? Das Svedania? To the boring old Vlad, hello to the exciting new man about town, Vlad. The man about town, Vlad. I will buy vodka and herring to celebrate. This month, everything will change. I got a little sneak peek. I had to take care of the dead raccoon over by the bunker. Smelled very bad, not good for my haggle. Everything's about to change. I had to scoop up a dead raccoon. Nothing changed in my life. All right. The month of May. Full moon, third quarter, new moon, first quarter. I'm guessing this is going to be necessary for a puzzle. When did they say that Was the letter dated where he was accepted? Or was it dated? Doesn't seem to be. So when would the next new moon be? On an unknown date in the past? Not sure. Maybe there's only one new moon? In May? No, everyone's got a new moon. That's not how the planets work. Day off, day off. This is the only month with a significant change from the others. Try to find the puzzle that goes with, if indeed it means anything at all. Toolbox. Good.
Needs a password.
And
And
private
a warrant,
emails.
technically.
Sure.
But hey, desperate times.
I don't think you're allowed to just desperate times your way around the FBI rules. Though this is truly desperate. Really. So, six-letter passcode? Perhaps a date? A date with European formatting. So, he also said, my acceptance letter has arrived. 15/8. So that would be August 15th. The next full moon would be the 30th. And would his password be the date of his official inception into the cult? As a proud memento. In which case it would be like 083023. I could try it, but it's a little tenuous. No. Alright. Probably a date. What means the most to him? The day he scooped up that raccoon! I knew it! This was a bad day. This was a good day. It says this month everything will change. Also, he had a hangover the day after, so he was celebrating with his vodka. That still does not necessarily indicate a specific day. Maybe it's just the day the letter arrived that he loves so much. I am not sure. Let's check his post-it notes here, make sure I'm not overlooking the obvious. You there with your ears and your aw. First the tongue and now the ears. Alright, so the fact that it can be a date makes me think it is. Let's just try the 15th, the day his letter arrived. And hope we don't get locked out. He would be using European formatting, even in his password. I was like, aha, I've cracked the code of the European formatting as it relates to the calendar, but he would probably be using it in his password as well. So let's try 3823. Do they still have date last? No, don't. I want it back. I want it back. I figured it out. It's X, as you can see right there. I just thought they listed it twice. So 30. 8. Rat turds. Alright. Is the year like first in European formatting? I should know this. European date format. Day, month, year. Whereas in the US it's month, day, year. So year is still on the end. Regardless of continent. I'm not sure. I sure would like to read his private emails. There don't seem to be any other particular indications of importance. Just lists the moon phases, as though that's the real treat here. But the only other thing we have to compare a moon phase to would be the next one in August. And we've tried both of those. Just so I'm not holding us all up, let me briefly look. August. Okay. Now let me understand why I'm reading what I'm reading. I thought that the new moon... I was looking at the 30th, which is not the new moon. That's the, full moon. And it looked quite new to me. It was just so round and plump and full. So the 17th would be the day after the new moon. And I'm quite foolish. So 17/8/23. And I'm sorry. I just saw such a plump, full moon and got distracted. Foolish. I'm glad I looked it up instead of continuing to waste your time. Excellent hacking. Ah, we can unlock the door from his computer. That's delightful. Is it going to set off an alarm or something?
There's Tor. And he's out of his mind. Need to get to him.
Poor guy. He's having a rough go. I'm watching till the very end to see the jump scare. Oh, good. All right,
And the doors
unlock
are
door.
open.
Sure. Riddle for your rifle. Ooh, okay, hold on. Vladimir, I do not need to remind you that Tor and Odin would be ideal candidates for the cult. Please try harder to recruit them. Cordially, the Kalevala Knights. Why did you take the doorknob to my personal room? I am sick of old people tricks. You bring it back so I can get my rifle. I'm supposed to go on deer hunt tomorrow. If you don't, I will hunt you instead. So he's missing a doorknob. And Ahti has been CC'd on this, so it's almost certain that Ahti has taken it. Reply. I'm a little doorknob that's out of place, but solve these clues. Clues? Why? It's like a curse with me, and you can trace the way to your private space. I meet you at the Greet, inside a bright glassy cage where pretty flowers bloom. I saw a pretty glass cage where pretty flowers bloom just out the window earlier. I should find a doorknob there. See, just out the window there. And then where is his personal room? Oh yeah, this was security. I thought since it was all of Bloom's stuff, I kind of figured we were in Bloom's workroom.
This door needs a
That's where
knob.
we'll need the doorknob. So we'll get the rifle in there. That's good news. It sounds like something's hunting me. Through the halls and such. Resident area. In Resident Area 8. So how would I get around? Maybe that's all I was looking at out the window. It's still a glassy cage area with pretty flowers, but it's not quite the place I thought it was. How would we get in there if that's even an accessible area? cafeteria. Can't I just stuff a muffin in there and be done with it? That'll have enough torque. Come on. Can't take any more batteries because of my greedy hoarding tendencies. Doorknob. Sweet. Copy. Roger. So there are batteries back here if I end up needing some. For the moment, I should be fine. There's batteries in here if I end up needing some. Literally just pick any room in the hospital, you'll find batteries. Alright, let's go get this rifle. Before something terrible happens to my back. Deer blood? I hope. I mean, I'm sorry about the deer, but... Oh, he's got a little shirt. And a little hat. I'm fine. I'm okay now. He's got a little cult necklace. How dare you dangle a cult necklace in front of such a cutie?
Ilmo was nervous. His palms were clammy. He lowered his phone.
His knees were weak.
Mulligan isn't picking up.
There was something on his
Yako
sweater
shook
already.
his head, pointed at his own phone. Same with Thornton.
I wish that there was water.
Ilmo didn't like it.
There isn't.
No one was answering the
so
phone at the
dry.
workshop in Watery either. Something was up. It had to be the writer. Had to be. The Koskela brothers were crouching in the bushes across from the Elderwood Palace Lodge, its lights
Gross.
shining in the night. They couldn't
Get out of
wait
those
any
bushes.
longer. The brothers knew Saga was in Watery visiting her trailer. Going now was their only chance to do this without hurting her. Ilmo stood up and a crowd of deer masks looked his way. Okay, this is it. The writer is the target. Take him down and it's all over. Only shoot the Fed if you have to. This is our big moment. We watch in the night. The crowd murmured the chant back to him. Ilmo turned his face to the hotel. He could see Saga's partner in the window. Ilmo slapped his brother on the shoulder. The brothers donned their masks. The cult of the tree was ready.
What are you boys up to? What are you saucy entrepreneurial boys up to? I love this in the chat. Go get water, hydrate, or dihydrate. Why would you even think about the days with no moon? Why bother? Why even waste time on the non-moon times? That was my exact thought process. It's like, it's full. That must be what they mean by new moon. I just forgot the entire history of grammar and the English language and words. I need a shoebox so bad. So bad. What is your purpose, sir? What is your purpose? I love petting you. I'm not tired of it yet. But you show up everywhere watching me like a ghost.
On greener pastures now.
Alright. The nearest safe room was the dispensary. Should be able to go out the security room, down the hallway, blah blah blah. We'll come right back for the rifle. I'm guessing we'll need 3 or 4 slots. Potentially 4 for a rifle. So I'm gonna need to drop a lot of goodies. Which isn't great news, as I like to keep my goodies inside of myself. Like in my inventory, I mean, not what you were picturing, you sicko. I'm sorry. Alright. Shoebox, walked right past it. So... the easiest way to do this is to drop another weapon. If I dropped the crossbow, I could also free up 2 slots worth of crossbow bolts. But the crossbow's kinda good, and I don't want to be left without the good. I don't really need this health imminently. I definitely will soon. There's really no responsible way to have all of the weapons on my person. That's just not a good plan. I have kind of plenty of revolver or pistol and shotgun ammo. So the best thing I could do is to come back for my crossbow later. But I feel sad and nude without my crossbow, and I'd like to make a point of it. For if I die and my crossbow is not on my body, articles will be written about how I must not have really cared about it. And that's just not true or fair. No, don't keep that all together and move it. There you go. We're getting there. I'm gonna keep these on me, just in case. Give it a save. Go get the rifle. So far so good on the getting attacked front. As in, I haven't been. I don't need that alarm. That alarm tells me when I'm done with work on a regular day. This is no regular day. This is Halloween. It is 4. 4 slots. Hunting rifle achieved. This bad boy packs a punch. Does that mean I've unlocked a upgrade path for it? Upgrade magazine? As I would love to check. What are my options? Bullets penetrate. Whoa! The enemy's darkness shield. That'd be nice, not to have to flashlight charge them. Consecutive successful hits will significantly reduce the time between shots. Stand still to enter an improved focus mode. This mode grants perfect accuracy, pulls shots toward enemy weak spots, and deals increased damage. How long? I wish it would tell me. It's like as soon as you're standing still. That seems like a very powerful technique. So I'm guessing there's like a... And how long would that be? Because it's still a very powerful technique. I like it, but I'm going to have to dodge. And if it's like 3 seconds, 4 seconds, nobody's got time for that. I have exactly enough to buy it. And we'll find out on the road.
Stood still, emptying her mind.
Be fine.
Focusing. Breathing.
You're writing the article right now. No, I love my crossbow. No.
She aimed the rifle. Ready for the kill shot.
All right. We've made a decision. Sure, it might be the wrong one. But we've made a decision. When I was a kid, my father always used to tell me this story about his father, who would take them out, like canoeing or kayaking, or whatever the appropriate word is. And they were on some river, and there was like a wooden dock, and my dad was in the boat sitting down, and my dad's father, my grandfather, I guess I could say, I never met him, so it's my dad's father. I don't have a grandpa in that way. But he had like 1 foot on the wooden dock and 1 foot on the boat, and he was keeping everything together, all right and tight. And then at some point the current of the river had picked up, and his foot on the boat started to slip away, and it was one of those classic comedy slow splits moments. And my dad would always remember the one thing he shouted before he went into the drink, where he just turned to my dad and said, "Do something, even if it's wrong." And I always remember that story with fondness. Sploosh. So we've done something, even if it's wrong. We have rifle upgrades. Cult initiation letter addressed to Vladimir Bloom. Who is involved? Who? A brand new index card. Oh, I love index cards. I'm so excited. Pardon me. Got too much air in my lungs from the excitement. Cult initiation letter. Is that an indication of Vladimir's or an indication of the Koskela brothers? Koskelas. Well, I could have guessed they'd both be in on it, but here's the proof Jacko is involved too. Iako. Don't call him Jacko. He is not a jack-o'-lantern. The letter looks new. Seems like he was recruited recently. Just last month, yes. Was there anything else?
I already took care of all this.
Well, then it should be simple. I do like it when you accidentally stumble into the the answer for things, and then it puts it all on the board for you.
Already got the answers to these.
Though that would have been helpful if I had thought it all out in my mind palace instead of just bumbling around in the dark. Alright, Tor behaving erratically. It looks like he's fighting with nothing, or maybe with himself. Why remove a bandage when you're still bleeding? Tor's been acting strangely. Has it been violent? Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope your drone footage turns out. Looking forward to seeing it. Thank you for your time. Alright, Tor Anderson had lightning in his veins.
Tor is being targeted. He needs help.
Guessing these are still blanked out, but let's check. Win! It's later now! Every moment that passes, it's later and later. There are no lunchboxes. You silly goose. Clicked on it for nothing. Okay, so we have the rifle. I'd kind of like to race back to the dispensary and save it with rifle in hand on the off chance something goes horribly wrong. It might also have spawned some terrible beastie in here, since I have the rifle now. I've got a good amount of ammo for it, and I'm guessing it hits about as hard as a crossbow bolt, let's say. One can hope. So, we went into rehabilitation, we were blocked, we came out this way, we ended up in the security room. I don't think we went across. We definitely did. We peeked in here. So what's next? To the bathroom, Bloom's private room, security office. So we want to get into the dining hall and the kitchen, seemingly. We also have not been into the exam room 1, I guess. It does list our batteries on the map. That's very kind of it. So I should have gone right out the door of the dispensary and into exam room 1, but we're out here now. That's fine. That's the good stuff.
Gale Barrows stared at his chest x-ray. It was in his left lung. It felt like a black hole, an opening to darkness. He felt like he was drowning. He coughed and coughed and coughed. So hard his whole body and soul felt twisted and mangled, upside down and inside out. With every cough, the black hole grew bigger. It felt good. It tore him up, but it felt good. Gale was dying. The black hole was sucking everything good out of him. He imagined looking through it, into the darkness. The black hole grinned. Gale couldn't escape its gravity. He worshipped it. Gale sacrificed to it. In blood.
That's some heavy stuff. All right. Gale Barrows, violent outbursts resulting from rapid onset dementia. should be restrained whenever possible until a dosage can be found that impedes his aggression. Harry. Okay. So where has Cynthia gone? Gale? Gale, you don't have to do this. Please stop walking on your hands, Gale.
A lot of tourists this year!
Where'd it go?
All right. You're right behind me, aren't you, Gale? That's weird. It's wildly redirecting my flashlight beam and wasting my battery charges. Try from ground level. Break your shield, and hey! Hey, buddy! I'm stuck on the chairs. I'm on the treadmill.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, Gale. I'm really happy to see your legs. You were kind of folded in on yourself for a second there. You looked real freaky-like. Like, I'm gonna have nightmares about that. So I can go back and get those batteries now. As it has cost me quite a few charges trying to sploosh his little puddle back into existence. Not a euphemism. Not, despite what you think. Quick look in here. I think it was just in the desk/cafeteria. Easily checked. Yes. Room for one more? Beautiful. Alright, Gale is down. May as well quick save it again. Back on the trail of Cynthia. Who I dearly hope we can take out a little less violently than dear Gale there, as there was a lot of carnage, and Cynthia means a lot to me. A little low on Hunter's rifle shots now. Probably could have used a shotgun shell or two during that. There's a hammer in the wall. Is that Tor's? Maintenance in progress. I am FBI. Get thee to a nunnery. Go. Keeping all the good furniture back here. Look at its fine little feet. Tickle, tickle. Oh, that's answering my question there. How long do you have to hold still before you're improved? Shot. 2 seconds? Not long. Pretty nice. Okay. Through the cafeteria, where all the hottest buns are on display.
This must have been Tor's.
Can I take it to give back to him? I don't want him to be without his prized hammer. He only had himself to blame. If you'd have been there, oh, if you'd have seen it, you would have done the same. He had it coming. He had it coming. Door there that is not part of the hallway. This is where they keep the onions, labeled as bananas. Why? It's just confusing as hell. These aren't bananas. Seemingly nothing of import to me. Though I do love a good onion. Hold on, Tor. Don't murder anyone until I get out there. Let's get back to your room. You've suffered a head wound.
Tor Anderson, you come out of here this minute. That water is bad for you. Tor, wait! Cynthia Weaver, I know it's you. This kind of behavior is not okay. Let him go! Tor!
Grandpappy! Take my hand.
Damn.
No, you stay right there, Rose. Oh, good. You're just having a seat. I thought you were leaving the scene of the crime. I was gonna have to clap you in irons.
What was that? Where did Tor go?
What on earth do you mean, Saga? Tor is resting in the wellness center. Remember?
What?
Really?
We both saw him go into the pond.
Okay.
Are you fucking with me, or is this the story again?
Now. Let's cool it with the language.
She's clearly lying to me. Why?
Alright, I'm gonna ask this one more time. Are you fucking with me? I can't apparently point my rifle at her. That would have been a more impactful moment. But it prevents me. Are you I will shoot these bushes if you are fucking with me. It's good that it doesn't let you threaten her, though. That's good. Profiling. Long eyesight to get over the caseboard. Profiling, madame. Rose, I will get the answers from you, one way or another.
Rose watched Tor go into the pond.
What did those bushes ever do to you?
The secret mission for Alan's #1 fan. The hero will say Wake has returned. We're all characters in his story. Gee whiz.
I'm not his fucking character. But I can use that phrase to make Rose stop lying to me. Wake has returned.
Cynthia Weaver.
Cynthia took Tor. What happened to her?
When the darkness touches your head, your bookshelf gets shuffled. I put her lamp in the shoebox. What do you call a lamp lady without her lamp?
Is Rose talking about Cynthia
lady.
or herself?
Riddle
Or
solved.
both?
Okay. Hey, Rose. Secret code phrase between best friends. Pinky swear with me first. Pinky swear while I say it.
Rose. Wake has returned.
Oh my God.
It means so
You're
much
the
to
hero! You're here to save Alan!
Yeah, some people call me
I feel so
that.
silly for trying to keep you out of the wellness center. I locked Tor and Gale in there after they lost it, and I didn't want you getting hurt. Before I forget, here's the page Wake told me to give you.
Oh, it's
and you'll need
quite
my
sweaty.
keys to get around.
Thank you. Glad we can be on the same side again, Rose. I missed you. Hug? Too early in our relationship?
Saga jabbed the selector
Rose's
on the
key fob.
jukebox, the missing record in its place. Saga couldn't have found it without Odin's help. A light bloomed in through the garden window.
The horror story beat me to Tor. I have to rescue him. The key to this overlap is an old Gods of Asgard record. Odin will know more.
Saga jabbed the selector on the jukebox.
Let's get the full
missing
picture.
record in its place.
This might be a good time
Saga
to save
couldn't
it.
have
We're
found it without
coming up on
Odin's help.
2.5 hours.
Standing there, Saga
We
felt
have another
exposed,
puzzle before a boss
expecting the
battle.
shadows to come alive. The needle crackled on the vinyl. The song swelled. Odin had said it was written for her and her mother. Her grandfather's apology. The lamentation of an old man. His heart was broken, sinking into darkness. Odin had said that the song would be a way to know Tor, a way to find him. A light bloomed in through the garden window. That's where Tor had vanished into the pond. Saga knew what she had to do.
Yes, I do. I know just what to do. No, I'm sure we do. Let's go talk to Odin, profile Odin, talk to Odin, look around for a missing record. I would like to talk to Rose too, but if we can put this all in the next section, that would be great, now that night has officially fallen. On Thomas Zane's house, we can pick up here next time. Let me just check if there's any chance of a thermos in here. Nope. Nope. That's alright. No shortcut for me. Saga knew what she had to do. Get the cheat codes for PlayStation and Xbox. Technically, that is how to solve it, yeah. Alright, we'll talk to Rose as the final thing, then we'll go find a thermos. I just said it 3 seconds ago and it still disappeared from my mind. There's probably one in the manor, which is where we need to go, but if not, we'll hit up the dispensary one more time. No big deal. Manor? Yes, in the lounge on the 2nd floor. There is a save spot, and that will be right next to Odin's room. Perfect, perfect. Alright, so we'll talk to Rose. And thank you for all of your time today. It has been a privilege to spend Halloween
I knew
shuffling
someone was
around in
messing
the
with
dark
Tora's
of the
head.
hospital with you.
There's something wrong with the water here. Pipes acting up, black stuff coming out. Cynthia's probably behind that too.
Does Cynthia have any connection to the cult of the tree?
Oh no, she's way too frail for that. But she used to be this town's best defense against the forces of darkness. Well, after Alan.
For decades.
But I guess
She
it finally got
deserves
her.
some sweetness and some light.
Wake is in custody. How have you been in contact with him?
He leaves me messages in funny places, like the newspaper, books. Once he even wrote to me with a cloud. If it's something really important, he tells me in a dream.
You could technically do that.
And what does
You
he
might
say
be
to you with
imagining
these
things.
clouds?
Ways I can help him, how I can stay safe, good dinner recipes, ways to kill Taken, lots of stuff. I've been finding some pages of writing
I want to
lately
believe
too,
it.
so
I want to believe
he
it's
must
true.
be working on a new book. Exciting.
Oh, he's been working on 2 new books for the last 13 years. But I don't think any of them include recipes. But, you know, he's written weirder stuff. He's written probably all of those Koskela Brothers commercials, so... Kalevala? No, that's their biker club. Koskela. We should evacuate the residents and give them some jello.
You need to get the residents out of here. It's not safe.
Oh, this kind of stuff rolls right off their backs. They've lived very rich lives. Very resilient. But I already told everyone to wait at the designated muster point on the front porch. We run drills every few months. I'm so proud of them.
I'm impressed by how prepared you are.
We're pretty used to this kind of thing.
Some small part of this game that makes me so happy every time is how much everyone's just like, oh yeah, the town is riddled with darkness and we've been learning how to fight it all our lives, just with a smile on their face. It's so charming.
You're the one leaving those Alex Casey lunchboxes around, aren't you?
Guilty. They were the only Alan-related containers I could find online. He told me to destroy the Taken around town, and I needed some way to stash my gear. I even recruited Mandy May to make knitwork decorations to mark the sites.
They're gorgeous.
The stashes are for you, too. You being the hero and all.
Oh, yeah,
Thanks.
I wouldn't
I already have been.
have dreamed of digging into them until you gave me permission. Thanks, I'll go find some now. For the first time.
Wake tells you how to kill Taken?
Oh, sure. You're the hero, so you must know all about it. All you need is a strong light, and then your conventional methods of extreme violence. Simple stuff. The tough part is
Splitting
hiding
abdomens
the
open
bodies.
all day.
I honestly don't know how to react to this.
Just doing my part, sister.
What a privilege. I'm glad Rose isn't hiding evil doings from me. She has always been one of my very favorites.
For Alan soon.
And she was just trying to protect Alan the entire time, with her secrecy. So, second floor, lounge area. We will save it, and then we will talk to Odin and do a little profiling, and put a bow on this Valhalla chapter next time. I don't know if the record in question is the Poet and the Muse that we just heard Ati playing, because that, if we just heard it playing, would not be missing. So maybe we're in for a brand new Old Gods of Asgard song, which would be a treat and a half. A hell of a treat. Odin. Hold still, buddy. I was about to start saying goodbye, but we have a manuscript page. I can't now. Strap in. We're going to be here for another 3 hours. At least 35 seconds while this manuscript page...
Odin Anderson stirred in his bed, his vision hazy, smudged. He felt weighted down by an ocean of dark water. Through the haze, he made out Saga. Odin felt useless.
Cheeky.
He wished he could tell Saga how his silly faces made her smile when she was young. Too young to remember. Odin used to joke that Tor was her grandfather, but he was the Allfather. He smiled at the memory. Odin was the kinder of the Anderson brothers. Tor lacked patience, more volatile. The brothers fought a lot, but they were inseparable. Now Tor was missing, dragged into darkness. Odin could feel it. Time was running out for both of them.
Don't you worry, Odin. I'm gonna get him back, and you're both gonna be just fine. I feel so bad leaving him to scream and cry out for his grandniece until our next session, but that might be how we have to leave it. Lounge is just behind me. We will race to Odin's defense at the very, very next opportunity. Thank you for hanging out so long with me. I hope your respective scary movies and everything tonight are a huge success. If you are costumed, you look amazing, and I appreciate everything you've been doing for yourself lately. Have a lovely evening, and I will see you back here at the nursing home next time. Bye for now.